Now can I actually drop down?
I'm leaving the excavation site.
Okay.
How did he come down?
By jumping like this. So there's not that much gravity, so it's like...
I've got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who? You were correct, sir.
His probe.
It's just our probe. It looks inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides... you'll see.
It's not gonna work. Twist.
Okay. I'm opening the probe.
Ooh.
Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again.
Left side.
Go ahead.
Slide records.
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Let's take a look.
Good. Fishies. Alright. What am I? Yep, it's the beginning.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day the comms failed.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig.
Okay.
Hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Nothing. And it's dead.
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal.
Just keep going back. Can I even go forward? I could. I'm not supposed to go back.
It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
All right.
Good. I've got it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see?
I don't know. Nothing.
Is it working correctly?
Yep.
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second.
Can I not?
There's no data in the probe's memory.
Maybe because I just took out the cards.
Nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
I'll pick a name.
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right, I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Bali. Call him Bali.
Please enter Ball E. B-A-L-L--E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
Yeah, they're under the ground.
The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on.
All right.
No crossroads, branches.
Not yet. Just one thick,
It just like goes
tangled
down.
vein.
Looks like it goes down forever though. Like, look at that. And then you get all those just pointing down. Black. Ooh, whoa.
There's so much of it.
I can see it up there.
I guess this is the fourth point, where the massive structure was mentioned. Our flag should be at the top.
See, now how do I get up there? Whoa. Lava.
3, 2, 1.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
What? Wow.
I've reached the top.
They're spiky.
The doctor discovered something
Oh,
new
they're not
for
all
me.
spiky.
Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters.
Circular branch underground. Checks the right branch. Massive vertical exhibit. It protrudes above the surface. Water tank underground structures. The biggest one yet. Inside hill. 150 meter flag. That's where I am. Visible from 0.4. Azimuth. 350 distance. 200. What? Azimuth. What? And Dr. Gorski. Right.
Azimuth 350.
Azimuth.
Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
That way. There are bushes.
Got it. I see the bushes.
They are flaking off.
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Okay. You just hit a rock. Lava. Am I supposed to wait here? Oh, there you are.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way.
Right here, boy.
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. He couldn't fly for this long.
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. It is a matter of
I don't
time.
know.
Surprised at this point we haven't.
For me,
How
it's
far in
only
the future
a
this
matter of
seems?
time before machines surpass their creators. The only question is when.
We're already getting to a point in real life of that happening. I guess this is based on a book that was written a while ago. I don't know when, so. But. Can I turn on a flashlight at all? Do I have a flashlight? Don't think so. It's gonna tell me to like jump off a cliff. Like really? Really? Oh.
Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
This idiot.
Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us, but not today.
I don't know.
Determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. We'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't.
Yep.
We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Okay.
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Yeah, machines will get their rights. Robots will start creating robots, yeah.
If we assume that they'll surpass
AI,
us,
why does that
things will
look
get
so weird?
complicated. Because
Like
in order to program
squares.
a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms, some spontaneous process, or pure chaos. Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Bushes.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor.
I'm touching them!
Description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They're high, more or
They're
less.
like trees. Like, that's a tree.
From 1
That's a
to
bush.
several meters. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
And some of them are flaking off like that.
Looking at the amount of sharp ends and edges, they're rigid. Probably a very hard structure. Not to mention their appearance.
Yes?
These bushes must serve a defensive function.
Defensive? Against what?
Good question. I don't see anything they could compete with. No potential predator on the surface or in the air.
You sure about that?
Maybe it's something underground.
Yes, maybe.
Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So it looks like he needs contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
Yeah, I want to find
That's the
them.
unwritten rule, isn't it? Under no circumstances do we leave anyone behind.
That's right, Doctor. You can lose everything else, but you have to have the crew on board. The living and the dead. This is one of the most crucial imperatives, even though it's not in the regulations.
Alright, I'm going in. Wow, it's beautiful. Not really a tunnel, it's just kind of like a ravine.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
I'll walk through the bushes. What was that noise? Oh, and I'm having more flashbacks. Alright.
Altitude 24
so I was the only one.
Speed 250. Going smoothly, Hopper.
Am I gonna see something out this window?
Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over?
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent. 47 degrees.
Copy. Entering final.
And we're here.
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
Nope. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled.
Beetle.
I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to...
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew, Doctor.
Right.
Just snaps shut and locks me in here.
I'm inside.
And? How is it?
Yeah, it's
Even
destroyed.
if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it seems like a storm has passed through it.
Understood. I mean, I don't understand how it happened. But that means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Alright. We shouldn't be here, I guess.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition. The equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us. But I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Right.
It better be that way. We have the right to come home at last.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with such a law. But there is one thing I can refer to when we find ourselves in a difficult situation. If the continuation of the mission endangers the lives of the crew, the provisions of the imprimis homini law apply. First and foremost, the safety of people is what matters.
The situation is bad, Astrogator. Though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out. Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
What is that wispiness? Is that in this atmosphere or is it not? So they went this way.
I have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... oh, where they call that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. but I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right... They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here.
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
Disrupting
Nope.
the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Actually not extinct.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
You say, yes, sir. The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority, always.
I don't know.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves, whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything.
Okay.
This route may be faster, but it's not the easiest. Anyway, back to our conversation.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes.
Oh, there's more bushes.
We have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that.
I found the bushes.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants?
Where?
Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
Where's the metal growth? I just see the bushes.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on.
Ooh. Okay. Oh. That's not where I fell, like where I woke up at the beginning, right? Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, well they went down. Ooh, that's a big part of the metal structure thing. Well, I guess I'm climbing down.
I confirm. Gorski was here. Guess I know where Gorski was going.
Huh? So I go. Use. There we go.
Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into our brains?
The more we know.
What?
Just a report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
You gotta swing.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
Drop.
What if you sway?
Whoop.
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
No.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking.
Why are you taking pictures of me?
If Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything.
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
Yeah, do you have any other ideas, buddy?
All right, so do you have another idea? Oh, will I be hanging like this until the end of time itself?
There is a certain possibility, rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
Remember?
I'm listening.
Can you see the probe?
Ooh, am I gonna grab onto him?
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
Do it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee.
Let's try it.
All right, let's give it
I
a
don't know
try.
if it's riskier than jumping.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
I'm gonna die. 1 meter forward.
1 meter forward. It's still too far.
I'll
Okay.
try 1 more meter then.
Perfect. But if I did 3, would it have just like smacked me? Perfect. Nope. Nope. It worked.
You could say so.
Oh.
I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
My eyes supposed to be open? They are. My game is bugged. No, can I open my eyes up now? Can I?
Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't.
Alright, going to the menu. Oh, it worked! Okay, there we go.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone?
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Looks like a ship.
Maybe that's why Dr.
It's
Gorski,
orderly-ish.
not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that
That's better.
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Left or right? Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it.
We're not gonna talk about the relay thingy right there? No? Okay. Alright. Do I could go that way? Or I could go this way. Well, I'm gonna have to decide that in the next episode. Luckily, that was just a bug. It wasn't like game-breaking bug. I had to reload my game, but this game's getting interesting now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.